What's up, LA?
What's up, LA?
Welcome to the 63rd episode of What's Up, LA.
Your new guide to everything that's happening in the LA arts community. Welcome to our new home.
I don't know if you've noticed, but things have changed a little bit here at What's Up, LA. We are doing it more in a traditional podcast style.
I need my emotional support desk, though.
Well, you got an emotional support couch now.
I have an emotional support mic.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, it's awesome, but it's gonna take us a while to get used to it. You will forgive us because you love us. That's all I'm gonna say.
No doubt about that. Thank you all for joining us today. We've got an exciting episode for you. We are going to be talking about another round of the Letters Project coming up with Veterans Empowerment Theater. What else do we have going on this month?
We're gonna interview Genevieve Erickson, one of the co-directors of The Food Chain, the new production coming to the Blue Door Theater in October.
Amazing. We also want to celebrate National Disability Employment Awareness Month, also known as NDEAM.
You remembered every word. No teleprompter, guys.
That's right.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
We never used teleprompters.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, we never use them. And, of course, the community calendar, because you will pry the community calendar out of my dead cold hands.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how many new things we do in this show.
We will never take
We're
the community
gonna have
calendar
that.
away from you, Nina. That's
I will
for
protect
sure.
it.
So we are going to be having some live interviews right here on the couch up here in the clubhouse.
Not the casting couch, the interview couch, okay? Okay.
Yes, exactly. Right here at the Blue Door in beautiful downtown Culver City.
What's up, LA? What's up, LA? What's up, LA? What's up, LA?
Our first guest today is August McAdoo of Rex and Friends, who also works with us here at Arts Up LA, and we are excited to talk about National Disability Employment Awareness Month.
I think it's only fitting that Mr. August McAdoo is our first guest here at our new studio for What's Up LA. Hi, August. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. As you know, it's an important and special month that we celebrate here at Arts Up LA, and I know you're partially employed by Arts Up LA in many of the programs that we run.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, as a person with ASD, why do you think it's so hard to find employment out there outside of an organization like this one?
I'm just gonna straight up say it. It seems like there is a more so of an exclusionary portion of it's something along the lines of ableism,
Okay.
as well as I forget what the term is, but it's I can't even put it into words. But I have seen, on a lot of levels where there are people with autism syndrome disorder who want to have high-paying jobs in various fields, but no one is willing to hire. It's almost like there's a hiring freeze everywhere. I will say that being here actually helps keep me grounded.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? Tell us, first off, a little bit about what you do here at Arts Up LA, both on the programming side and on the employment side, and then kind of what it means to you, too.
On the programming side, I am a member of Rex and Friends, and
Incredible musician.
shout out to my guy Rex. He's incredible.
Well, you are incredible. I mean, all of you are incredible, but you're incredible,
Thank you. Boom. I play the drums via my keyboard, because I can't actually play the drums with sticks. But since I play the piano and I have drum software, I said, Rex and Friends may need a drummer, so I figured why not and use my keyboard as a drum kit. So there I am. I'm doing that. I'm also involved with vocals, because everyone loves my baritone voice and singing voice.
You do have an incredible voice.
Incredible voice.
Thanks.
Whenever you come to the Blue Door, you will hear announcements, pre-show announcements.
Recorded by me.
It's this man.
There was literally nobody else that would have done it better than August.
Thank on the programming side here at Arts of LA, I am the sound engineer for the Blue Door, and doing that is what I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, since I was in my early 20s, really.
That's incredible. So, August, tell us a little bit about kind of what your life and employment goals and dreams are. Like, if you could do anything, what would it be?
Well, if I could do anything, hit the lotto.
Sure.
You know.
The easiest path to employment is lottery tickets. I love it. This is not the kind of thing we regularly promote, okay, guys? He's just joking. I hope you understand. Okay.
You know, but on a serious side, if I could do anything, it would be a mix of continuing to do what I do now, as well as get into content creation and digital marketing. You know, because I have a couple of friends who do digital marketing on their own. They started up a marketing firm from Detroit, and they are now successful. You can find he's a former professor of mine at the wonderful Santa Monica College. His name is AJ Adelman. If you look him up, you may be able to find what he does. And you know, he's done several print ads, billboards for various movies and things like that.
National Disability Employment Awareness Month. Hire this man.
Yeah, please.
No, don't take him away from us.
Please, I'll stay here. I'll stay
Okay.
here, but
Part-time.
I'll work
Part-time.
But I'll work elsewhere to supplement my time.
It's a good point, though. It's something that everybody needs to be aware of and involved with, because I think you're actually missing out on some really good opportunities to gain some really meaningful employment from people that are in some ways better employees than people that might not be on the spectrum. Because
And ironically overlooked.
yeah.
It's like you're always here on time. You always know what's up. You know how to do your job. You execute it to
attention detail.
perfection.
Yeah. Like,
And yet you struggle finding other sources of employment, which
Yes.
is insane.
because of some silly stereotypes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You know, you couldn't have said that better, because the most that I've ever gotten is, are you a rapper? Do you deal in crypto? No. I am not a rapper. I am myself.
Well, August, thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you for having me again.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
You know you're my favorite.
Yes, yours are you.
I'll see you later. Thank
See
you
you
so
later.
much. See you at Variety Night.
Oh yeah, Variety Night, last Monday of the month here at the Blue Door.
And look at that voice. He literally introduces me at Variety Night, and it's so good. Dodgers, Lakers. What's the other team you like?
The Kings.
Kings.
Yes.
This is your perfect voiceover person. Hire him.
Yes.
Right, he could be the next announcer. That's right.
Look at what he could do. Announce them.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Nina Ransell over there.
Insert your brand.
Insert brand
there.
here.
Insert your brand. Thank you, August.
Thank you, August. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
I freaking love that guy. He is incredible. He's such a gem to work with, and this is for all of you out there. If you are getting applications for people that might have a disability, might be on the spectrum, whatever, like seriously, meet them and take any of your conceived notions about what they can and can't do, and just throw it out the window and really give them a shot. I think you'll find you're glad that they did that you did, and they will be as well. So give it a shot.
It's one of the things I'm most grateful for since I've started working with RAAA. In general, it's like, oh my God, there's a whole new world of people and friendships and professional collaboration that I never knew. And I'm so grateful to RAAA for opening those doors for me and for introducing me to people like August, who is my number 2 at Variety Night. You know, I don't know what I would do without him and without Anthony, and yes, but like without August, like I don't know what I'd do without him at Variety.
Yep.
And it's incredible. So thank you, RAAA.
And this is for for everybody really. Sometimes you just need a door that's open for you, right? That's really kind of at the end of the day. what it's all
RAAA can be
about.
that door
That's right.
to you, opening and leaving your comfort zone. There we go.
So, next up, we have Genevieve Erickson, who is one of the co-directors of The Food Chain.
Welcome, darling.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, you guys. I'm excited to be here in the new studio. It's looking great.
It is looking great. Thank you for all your help with it, by the way.
Oh, we didn't need to mention, but I appreciate.
She's an editor, she's a director, and she's also a set designer.
So, and also to let everybody know that Genevieve is one of our recent employees here at Arts Up LA and the Blue Door, and she is embarking on a new journey of her own as the assistant director of the upcoming Theater by the Blind performance and production. So
a whole new world has opened for me, and I would love to take a second to just thank both of you and Arts Up in general for welcoming me into the family, because I think, kind of as Nina was saying about August's interview, which I had the privilege of being here to watch, a lot of doors have really opened for me, and especially getting to work with Theater by the Blind, I think it has really helped shape my perspective in all of the things I kind of embark on as a 21st century Renaissance woman with digital media.
I love it. Listen, what is the food chain about?
It's hard to put in a log line.
That's why I wasn't gonna say it, because it's a really hard description, so it's like on you.
Yes, I don't want to give away too much, because come to the show. It is an experience worth having, but as simple as I can put it, it's a character study between an anorexic poet, a scorned phone line operator, a narcissistic male model, and an unemployed overweight comedian. It devolves into all sorts of calamity and conflict, and it keeps you on your toes the whole time.
So what you're saying is basically a standard LA open audition. Open casting call. That's what.
Exactly.
I'm kidding.
Exactly.
I'm kidding. So you were brought on as co-director.
Yes.
And I understand this is both of your first, you and Alethea's first directorial debut.
Yes, I have dabbled in directing in film. It was something that I did in school a lot, but after coming to Arts Up, I kind of fell in love with the theater world, and our producer, Anthony, was cast in the production, and since I have such close proximity to him, I was able to get my hands on the script, and I wormed my way in, because I love the material so much, and I wanted to do everything I could to support the actors that are in the production.
And I feel like when you're doing independent theater in LA, you need that. You need to love the project, because it's long hours and very little pay. So you need to be in love with the source, the material, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And I thank you for mentioning that it is independent theater, because one of the most exciting things I think about this production is that it's a group of independent working class artists who, like you said, just all fell in love with the material, and we've been working our butts off to put it together to share the material that we love with a wider audience. And it's very much grassroots from the ground up, and I think that's one of the things as an employee of Arts Up LA that I'm really excited to bring to the space, because having that community-centered work, I know, is a big part of our mission. So I'm really glad to be able to contribute to that with the food chain.
And you're doing everything yourselves. Marketing strategy, digital strategy, building the props, building the sets, building the costumes, do you need help? Are you okay? When was the last time you slept?
That's a great question, Nina. I got a couple of hours last night. You know, I had to have a fresh face for the interview, so I made sure to get some beauty sleep. But
if you're not exhausted, is it a real play? I mean,
exactly. That's one of the things that I think I kind of had a taste of in the film world, but in the theater world, especially since everyone has to be there on the ground doing everything all at once, it is definitely a bit more push. You have to give a bit more of yourself, and for who I am as a person, it works really well. And the cast that we have and the crew that we have is so passionate and so dedicated that I am so excited to showcase all of the hard work that they put into this production.
So when is the show opening up?
The show opens October 3rd right here at the Blue Door Theater. We're going to have shows the 3rd, 4th, and a matinee on the 5th, and then we're doing a second weekend for the 10th, 11th, and 12th, again, the 12th being a Sunday matinee. So get your tickets. They are available. If you want to check out any more information, we have an Instagram page at is as it always was, and I'll be sure to link that in the video since that's my job as well.
Perfect.
Yes.
Look at this. Look at this beautiful design. I want to go see this. I mean, I'm going to technically be working the box office, so come over, say hi. But also, I really want to see this.
Thank you.
I'm very excited.
Thank you. I like you said, we've all been doing all of the marketing ourselves, so I got to dabble in photography and and some graphic design to make our poster. And not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty proud of how it turned out.
It turned out.
This is our first
fantastic.
product placement, okay? This is going to be very discreet. This is going to be product placement.
Thank you.
And,
Thank
Our
you.
first
Nina.
and you can
sponsor.
probably slide some product placement into the editing portion. of
Absolutely,
this
yeah.
too,
I
right?
will. I'll be sure to highlight our poster and then also some of the amazing photography work that our producer and one of our actors, Anthony Lorenzo Garcia, has been doing
Incredible.
for the show. Yes.
Fantastic actor,
Amazing.
fantastic producer, fantastic photographer. So you are in for a treat. I vouch for at least 2 people on their team. I'm sure the rest are great. But Genevieve and Anthony are incredible at what they do, and I can't wait to see you.
Yes,
Can't wait to see it.
I can't wait for everyone to see what we've been working on, and I think it's a blast. You will have fun in this production.
Am I
for
gonna
sure.
cry?
I'm not gonna give away too much.
Okay, great.
Well, we're
Perfect.
all so excited to see it, and you better get your tickets as well and come out and check out the food chain. Thank you so much, Genevieve, and we will be there on opening night.
Thank you. It's an honor to be part of the inaugural episode in the new studio.
Thank you so much.
Next up, we have Miguel Berlin-Jerry from Veterans Empowerment Theater. He's been in a bunch of shows here, including the Letters Project, which we're about to talk about right now.
Been honored to
Miguel?
be in all
Do you
three,
like
yeah.
your
Yes,
new art
I
welcome.
love it. It's
studio?
very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more.
It feels
It's
like a
very
little,
comfortable.
like,
It's very comfortable. It's like I could almost completely open up. What do you want to know?
I want to know. I want to know several things.
Okay.
The first one is, how would you rate your first Letters project as a playwright?
Oh,
Let's give a little context here. Because, so the Letters Project...
No, because I wanted him to like go for it, like no thought, no filter,
Okay.
right?
Well, first of all, a little context. That was also one of my first play writing experience. I've never written a play. I mean, this whole theater and acting and playing and imagining and all that stuff is all new to me. I haven't done this since I was a kid. You know, I didn't grow up in theater and all that stuff. So that experience alone was amazing. And working with Leilani and Brian as well during the entire process of writing the play that I ended up writing was cathartic. It was so amazing and special. I mean, because a lot of the things that I went through in the military and in combat, I felt it in the letters that I was reading from the soldier from 1899.
Wow.
So, even though there was over 100 years difference, in time span, we were both going through the same in kind of angst and dealing with the same kind of trauma and issues, so it was really amazing.
Humanity is a powerful thing,
Humanity,
and it will resonate
it rolls and it rolls and keeps on
100
rolling.
years later.
Yeah.
So, Miguel, you are a Marine.
Yes.
You are retired.
Thank you
but
for saying you are a Marine
you
and
are.
not you were a Marine.
You
Yeah,
are.
yeah. Thank you.
I learned from Miguel and other
Yeah.
members of Veterans Empowerment Theater that once you're in the military, it's like a thing for life. Correct?
Yeah, we're brothers for life. No matter when you go in. I mean, I know I have some friends who I just graduated from college and they decided to go into the military. So it's like, okay, now we're not just bonded from college, we're bonded in the military as well, because you're walking the same road that me and thousands of others have walked and bled on and everything else. So it's kind of a neat experience.
So real quick, just to give anybody who doesn't know about the Letters Project a little bit of context, the Letters Project is an original piece that's created from letters written during wartime. So we basically curate letters that we've received from the general public or that we've gone to archives, and we select certain letters to use, and then we have military veterans write a short piece that'll be part of a grander play that they're all kind of interwoven together. And we'll also have military veterans act in it as well as professional actors. And so Miguel was not only a writer, but he was also an actor for our
Double
inaugural
whammy.
Letters Project. And so we're getting ready to start the letters collection process of our second Letters Project.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was an experience too, because that was the very first play I'd ever done.
Look at you, right there.
That's it.
Very first play I'd ever done. And I had to play, we played like what, 9 characters?
Yeah.
Each actor played 9 characters. So it was this constant changing of, you know, and then running back out and remembering, oh shit, which character am I now? Which
Next.
play am I? Right, exactly. It was so challenging and exciting. It was, I couldn't have asked for a better play to have been thrown into to learn what theater was about. Honestly, it was
You got an
this whole-
intensive, basically, because you're a film person. Like, you come from a filmmaking background. That's what your degree is for, right?
right.
Filmmaking.
Yeah, film, yeah.
And it's like
Completely different.
It's completely different. Yes, it's an art.
And everybody's
But
told me
it's-
it's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's told me.
Did you imagine how different it
No,
was gonna
God,
be?
no. The anxiety, the stress, and you only get one take. It's one shot and that's it. You screw up, you move on. There's no stopping. You know, thank God. Like Anthony's behind the camera right now, but he and I have acted in some capacity in all 3, and he has saved me so many times because my brain has gone. It's like. And the line disappears, and he sees that there's nothing there, this blank stare, and he goes, "Oh yeah," and then he continues on with it. It's like, "Say it, thank you." Oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to say.
Mind you, one of those plays he actually wrote. So it's even worse.
Yeah, right.
He forgot his own words.
No, I didn't.
I'm kidding.
Thankfully, no.
kidding.
I want to hear a little bit about that because you talked a little bit about that at the beginning. But there's got to be a certain reverence to creating a play out of a letter that's an intimate letter written to a loved one over 100 years ago and in totally different circumstances. Like, what was that? Like, what were you feeling in terms of like responsibility wise when you were creating that piece?
Honesty to what I was reading. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name or anything, but the person that I had was from the Spanish American War in 1899, 1900. And
one of the least known about.
One of
wars
the
and
very
all,
least known about, yeah. And in this particular one, we were fighting against Guam. We had just finished kicking Spain out of the Philippines, and we, you know, set them free, and then decided, hey, we're your new masters. And the Philippines were like, we don't want you here either. Get out. And then, you know, the soldiers were forced to turn and fight these people that they were fighting alongside to kick the Spanish out, which was, what a mind fuck that must be. I mean, to seriously have to go through something like that. And so I'm reading these letters, and I didn't, because of the time frame, I mean, 100+ years, it wasn't full collection of letters. So it was maybe one, I think I had one almost complete letter, and the rest were
Bits and
pieces of other letters. So and they were categorized in the time, the dates that they had received them, that they were mailed or whatever. But so from that, I had to kind of weave a story, because there was conversations he was having about a woman that he was interested in, but her name I think was mentioned once, but you know, nobody could tell me any other information as much. You know, as many questions as I asked.
So you basically got like some pieces of the puzzle,
Right.
and then you had to turn it into a fully fledged,
Right. That's where,
living, breathing characters and story with beginning, middle, and end.
and that's where people like Brian and Leilani, you know, come into play, because, you know, I'm trying to stay true to this piece and not fabricate too much, but we also want to give it, you know, some sort of character,
Of course.
right? And I started off with a monologue because that's the only thing I could really come up with, and Leilani was like, no, we need to turn this into a piece. Get out of here. Come back
outta
next
here.
week
It's
when you
gonna-
bring something back, okay?
It's
So-
gonna be real theater.
So now that we're embarking on our second Letters
Yeah.
project, and with Leilani and Returning Soldiers Speak, and we're really excited about doing this. As a veteran, for other veterans that might be interested in getting involved, what should they kind of expect from the process, either as a writer or an actor?
What can they expect?
Or what can what can they hope for, kind of?
Well, if they're open, anything's possible. You know, anything's possible. I mean, I went in expecting nothing, just other than, hey, cool, look at history, right? And then this connection developed between me and this guy who's been long dead, And it was like, oh, this is real. I mean, what I went through, I'm not alone. Even though we, as veterans, we all know we're not alone. We've been through this. We walked through this, these things together, and we hold on to each other. But it's amazing to see that even from, that long ago, we're still dealing with the same things, which is unfortunate at the same time that we're still dealing with these same things. But it brings it closer together, brings everything closer together, and ties us more neatly, I guess.
So, Miguel, as a veteran who we found each other here in LA, tell me a little bit about what Arts Up LA and the Blue Door means to you as a veteran.
Can I say how we've all met?
Yes.
Can I say how we met? Okay.
At least the first part.
Right. The rest of it, no. That night stays, yeah. So
that's going to bring up more questions.
I know.
Believe me, it's a lot tamer than anything.
We didn't go to Vegas. There was nothing like that. Anyways, so well, did we?
Just
I don't. Anyways, when I moved here, I knew no one, and I joined the strike because that was going on. So I started striking, and
this is for the writers.
The SAG and writers strike, yeah, in 23. So I was striking, and then we had the big strike that was going from Paramount to Netflix, right? And through mutual friends, Nina and I got introduced, and I see this girl just talking, and I mean, just this energy, just bringing everybody together. Trying to bring this community together, talking about it. And she's like, found out I'm a veteran. She's like, automatically, you got to meet my boyfriend. You got to meet Brian. I got stuff for you. I mean, she was already planning my next 2 years before I just met her. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's meet. So then we met, and
I invited him to my birthday.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm a woman. I can tell when somebody's a good person. And I was like, he's a good person. Welcome to my birthday party.
Right.
It's this day at this address.
Yeah, that was when we met, and we had a blast. And you started telling me about the Letters Project, and if I wanted to get involved. And I was like, absolutely. So through that, it brought me into theater, because I was not a theater person. I was a construction guy for 25 years after high school. I was military construction. I just graduated from film school in 2023. So this is all brand new to me. And so when you brought me in, and the Letters Project, and we started going through that process, I found a place where I could be vulnerable and be open to what I was feeling and what I was experiencing without fear of judgment or reprisal or anything, because we don't see eye to eye on some things, but we can have dialogue about it and walk away as bros. I mean, you are my brother. I love you as my brother. You know that.
100%.
So, and there's nothing that would change that. So that's what this place has opened up for me, a community of veterans that, I've done, like you said, 3 plays here. 2 of them have been more centered around veterans issues. The third one, not so much. The third one was around here somewhere, I thought. Oh, over there. But those 2, again, brought me into contact with other veterans that are exploring acting as a way to connect to our humanity, to our understanding of what it is to live a life without PTSD, to live a life without that burden of that weight that we carry. So that's what the Blue Door has brought to me, for me.
And it's been a pleasure seeing you on stage. You're so talented, Miguel. And I see the evolution. And for a person that doesn't have a background training as a thespian, whatever actor, his first play was incredible because he's so talented. The second one was even better. The third one was like,
I pay her a lot of money to say this.
No, he doesn't. I do this
on
for
a
free.
monthly basis.
Because when I see talented people, I back them up, and I'm all in with you.
Thank you.
He's an incredible performer, an incredible friend, and I cannot wait what you see next. To see what you do next. And as a civilian that's been Veterans Theater Empowerment adjacent, it's incredible to see how what it does for you
Right.
mentally, emotionally, and what it
Absolutely.
does for me as a civilian that doesn't understand that there are people carrying burdens and loads that shouldn't be have put on your shoulders to begin with. And it's incredible to see how arts can heal and it can build bridges to support systems and communities and friendships and just places where it's safer to be. And it's just wonderful to
Absolutely.
see.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Miguel, it's been an honor working with you.
you.
Thank you so much for joining us today to talk about the Letters Project.
Thank you.
Come see him at
Well,
the second one.
You know,
If you have military correspondence, right? If
Yes.
by any chance you are a member of a military veteran, we want to read your letters.
Oh,
Yeah,
Please
if-
send them
if
to
you have those-
contact@returningsoldierspeak.com.
.org.
Sorry.
.org.
.org.
Yep. Well, that was incredible. I freaking love Miguel, and I love Veterans Empowerment Theater. I'm so excited to embark on this next Letters Project with Leilani, Returning Soldiers Speak, and just see what kind of incredible letters from the past we can get.
Because this is your baby too, Brian. Like, you start from the selection of letters, and you are the person in charge of, you and Leilani and Les.
And Les, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Les, and Les, much love.
You guys were the people that decided which stories we're gonna move on to become part of the theater performance, right?
Yeah, what's so fascinating, these letters are like a glimpse into people's most sort of intimate thoughts and feelings and desires, and kind of the not knowing. I mean, just the way that we communicate nowadays is so different. These people would wait weeks for a letter, and sometimes if they don't hear in a certain amount of time, they would continue sending letters, but that person might not be alive anymore. And it's just heart-wrenching when you're reading some of these letters, and you're almost given this intimate view into this whole other family and this whole other world, and it's just a really beautiful experience. So,
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Sometimes for Veterans Empowerment Theater projects, RAAA holds like auditions for civilians because not enough military veterans audition or whatever. And I was cast in the first one, Letters Project, first edition, I should say, across time. And one of my scenes that I performed was precisely about that. It's a woman that lets her fiance go to war, and she writes and writes and writes and writes for well after he's dead, and she doesn't even find out. It just breaks my heart because I love that story so much. It was incredible because she would hold on to the possibility that he was alive and he had been, killed in combat. Very early on. It was heartbreaking. Sorry, I will never forget that experience as an actor. It was awesome.
well, why don't we transition from there into something
Yes.
that does make you really happy, which is
Sorry.
our community calendar.
Yes! My favorite section, community calendar. First thing I want to say is Patagonia Tango. Look, oh my God, are we old school? Patagonia Tango Company presents FURIA Tanguera at the Alex on October 3rd. Live music and 10 incredible dancers just doing what they do best, tangoing around for your viewing pleasure.
And also in celebration of NDEAM, there is the Disability Fall Festival on Saturday, October 25th. This is at the East LA Civic Center from 5 to 8 p.m. Go check it out. I'm sure it will be incredible.
Right here in Culver City, TITO'S Mexican Fiesta. Family-friendly fiesta on October 4th from 3 to 8 p.m. Look at everything they have. 1, mariachi bands, traditional folklorico dancers, and performances by Metalachi, which is a heavy metal / mariachi band.
Yeah.
Tell me it doesn't sound awesome.
Shout at
And
the devil.
every proceed from the event benefits... The event benefits the Culver City Arts Foundation, which is where we have our home here at the Blue Door. So come check out TITO'S Mexican Fiesta on October 4th.
You had me at heavy metal. Well, folks, I think that's it for our inaugural 63rd episode, but the
Yes.
inaugural podcast style.
Thank you for
this was
watching.
fun.
Thank you for being a part of. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of our community, and thank you for supporting the independent arts in Los Angeles.
Till next time, I'm Brian Caldwell.
I'm Nina Rancel.
And that's What's Up.
Up?